site of the Stetson Hatters home games and host of the ASUN Championship. Lipscomb with a 1-run lead. Let's take it down to the third member of our crew, Madison Little.
Yeah, behind the plate for the Flames is 3 Hillier, the son of a high school baseball coach and the grandson of former Duke head baseball coach Bill Hillier. I talked to Coach Jackson earlier, and he told me it's in his blood. 3 knows what it takes, and that comes out in the way he plays. He's able to handle a lot and has been incredibly reliable for the Flames this season. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Madison. He is 3 because he is the third, I believe. I think I remember hearing that last year from the Liberty folks. Jake Berg stands in, takes a strike from Cole Hertzler into his first full inning of work. And breaking news here, Jordan, we had a half inning without a run scoring.
Never thought we'd see the day with how this game started. Thanks to a double play, a little unorthodox double play, but able to get it regardless.
1 ball and 1 strike as the slide piece missed down and in. Berg had a single, scored a run in the second. He got the second inning started. Got a miss there from Jake. Runs to a ball and 2 strikes. It was that tapper that went off the glove of Tepper, a tapper to Tepper. He showed his temper.
Trying to keep going.
I think that's as far as I can take that one. We've got a long week ahead of us. Trust me, there'll be more. 1-2 is downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Berg to be followed by Boak and Coppage. Low and away.
And again, I believe I noted it last time. I think Berg is the only hitter in this Lipscomb lineup that has great bets all the way out in shallow right field. That's the only one I've noticed so far.
The line kicking fire on the payoff. And that's the reason why he's a pull hitter, according to the scout for the Liberty Flames. You know, there are no secrets anymore in college baseball, thanks to the wonderful things like ESPN Plus broadcasts. A lot of these coaches, they're no longer relying on written scouting reports or tape to be delivered. The fastball upstairs is ball 4. Now they can settle in after their own games and flip on a game of an ASUN opponent. Get to see what the pitcher looks like, the tendencies are of the hitters, the video pre-scouting crew. Nothing left uncovered in college sports anymore. There haven't been many Lipscomb base runners, or Lipscomb Bisons that haven't been base runners as well so far in this game. A runner at first now is Berg. Here's Parks Boak. Slight delay, something down the left field line, preventing us from starting play. And the gates opened up. Boak had a hot shot into left field on the 1-hop diving stop by Nathan Keeter. Kept it from being extra bases, but did not prevent an 5-run inning from getting opened up by the Bisons in the bottom of the second. Now we're bottom 3. Hertzler's ready. Slide step off the knob of the bat and foul. Way out ahead of an 84-mile-per-hour pitch. Couldn't see if that was a slider or a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike on Boak.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but I heard that smack off the bat, and I could just feel it in my hands up here in the broadcast booth. Does not feel good at all.
The old bumblebees. And the 1-1. Cut and a miss. Good downward action on that 85-mile-per-hour pitch. Sun brightly shining down here in DeLand, Florida. The chance of rain throughout the next 4 or 5 days, as there always is. 1-2, low and outside. So far, so good. And game number 1 of 3 to be played today, and that's the schedule. 2 Pool A games today and 1 Pool B. Then 2 Pool B games tomorrow. The morning game will be the A Pool game. And we'll repeat that Thursday and Friday before we get to the semifinals on Saturday and then final on Sunday. Delayed steal attempt. Throw down is going to be in time, but he dropped the ball. Safe. And now thinking about going from second to third. Berg, slide, throw, safe. Drop the ball again. So that'll be a stolen base on the delay and then an error, and now there's a Liberty Flame that is injured after that play. When it's all said and done and the dust from stolen base and error clears. Runner at third base with nobody out, but now the concern for the Flames is an injury, but here's another look at it.
Yeah, brutal collision over there and entanglement of the lower half. I mean, he's in perfect position to put the tag on, but puts his legs in risk. You see him holding that left leg. And then Berg, I mean, causing havoc on the base paths. Although a hard collision at second, he goes and takes the free base to third.
I'm going to say advance to third. No error on the play, I believe. At least officially. So runner at third base. A full count here, and that's the second time we've seen Jeff Forehand implement the delayed steal. Big strikeout there as Hertzler punches out Boak.
If there has been one pitch that the Bisons haven't been ready for, it's the elevation. That one breaking in again to the righty, arm side action. Beautiful job to time up.
And Boak would like to have that one back. It never had the zone. David Coppage takes high. Coppage with a single into center field. Back in the second, scored a run. One of 5 Lipscomb runs in that second. They've got another man 90 feet from home here. Jake Berg at third. We've seen how active he'll be on the bases. Fastball at 85 runs inside on Coppage. 2 balls and no strikes.
I love the story of Hertzler. Last year, 6 games played, 2 starts as a DH. And this year, 30-plus innings of work and getting some postseason action as well.
Healthy rip. A 2-0 fastball, and Coppage sends it back to the netting. Coppage came in just a 203 hitter. He plays just about every day. His 39th game, 36th start for Jeff Forehand. Squares to bunt, pulls back, checking throw down to third is going to be close. Tag was nearly applied by Simmons on the backside of the jersey. Third base umpire Zach Neff in good position to make the call.
3 Hillier has had some confidence with these back picks. Man, by the skin of his teeth getting out of the way of that one. Almost tagged him at the belt line.
Breaking ball, big cut and a miss. Another checking throw, and Hillier throws it into left field, and a run will score. Now, Hillier with a great throw moments ago, but that one missed the mark by 4 feet. And they gift the Bisons a run.
You know, Bryce, sometimes confidence can be a bad thing. He's had 2 successful or nearly successful outs on the base paths, and this one, he tried to elevate it over the batter's head. I think that's what caused an airmail that time.
Now, Hillier had noticed that Berg had been returning to the bag with his back completely turned to home plate, so he tried to sneak one in there and steal an out instead. It's a gift of a run, and it's 7-5 Lipscomb. Base is empty, count is full. Downstairs, ball 4. And this one over the last couple of innings starting to unravel on the Liberty Flames.
And pretty wild to see the momentum shifts we've had so far in this one. The leadoff triple to start off the game from Kepley and the Liberty Flames. You see an unbelievable comeback for the Bisons. Now they're up by 2. The first error we've seen in this game, we've seen a lot of tough defensive plays. And that Will Lee, who was really the hero of that second inning coming up.
It's the first charged error, but we've seen a couple of plays that we wouldn't characterize as clean to this point. Will Lee, who had that 2-run single back in the second, stands in, takes ball 1. You go back to Jake Berg, he earns a walk, steals second on the delay. The ball goes not very far from second base, I mean maybe 8-10 feet at the most, and he takes off for third after the ball had popped out of Gray Bett's glove. There's a strike cutting the outside black to even it up. And it's that type of aggression that the base runners for Jeff Forehand and Lipscomb have. I mean, if you will give them an inch, they will take a mile. Pedal to the metal for the Bisons. Skipped in the dirt. Nice stop there by Hillier.
And the stat sheet shows that as well. 3 different players in the starting lineup for Lipscomb have double-digit stolen bases. We also have Parks with 9, and then also Berg with 8. And we saw the havoc that he was able to reach for second and third for Parks.
To the left side, not playable. So we'll reach the stands. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lee, 1 out. Top of the order looming on deck. It would be the 3rd time that Caleb Ketchup would hit in 3 innings if Lee can avoid a double play here. Hertzler's 2-2. Did that tag him? No. Just off the mid of Hillier. Thought it might have hit Lee, who didn't make much of an effort to get out of the way of a fastball running in on him.
I wouldn't either at this point. So many base runners for Lipscomb. They're obviously showing the prowess at the plate to be able to drive guys in. If I get on base, if I had the chance to get on base, I'm going to lean into one.
4th consecutive full count for Hertzler. Runner on the move, stroked out to right field, drifting back on this Troyer. He'll gun it underneath it and make the catch over his shoulder for out number 2. Pretty good swing put on the ball by Will Lee, amounts to an out.
Even with some of these outs for the Bisons, we've seen some hard hit, stinging line drives into the outfield. That one being one of the harder hit balls we've seen.
Now back to Ketchup. He's been let out of the bottle. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st, walk in the 2nd, scored 2 more runs, up to 60 on the year. He's got a stolen base to his credit, his 26th of the season. A couple of nice plays in the field, and we're not quite a 1/3 of the way through game number 1, day number 1. Hertzler breaking ball high and tight. Got a couple members of the Name Hall of Fame in this one with 3 Hillier, Caleb Ketchup.
I think Trace Wilhoit's also another good one in there.
Sounds like a country musician to me. I mean, that's
that's a platinum selling artist if I've ever heard one.
Absolutely. That's a man that can string a guitar or a banjo and lull you to sleep.
Great Bet's another good one. I mean, this littered with name talent for both these teams.
We'll be rolling out the Name Hall of Fame at the end of the conference tournament. Look for an official ASUN release. 3 balls and no strikes on Ketchup. Who would write that up? Is that William?
That would be William Hall.
Yeah.
Also wrote up our thumb wrestling on April Fools that we got incredible reactions to.
That was a good one. Here's the 3-0. Got the inside black. 3-1. I'm glad. There's a lot of different things about social media, right? Negative, positive. But one overwhelming positive in my mind is the resurgence of April Fools.
Oh, man.
3-1. Hack and a miss. Delayed steal again. Throws into center field. It'll be a stolen bag for David Coppage. But Gray Betts lands on top of him afterwards, and it's been a rough inning over there at second base for Gray Betts. Another one throwing for 3 Hillier.
It really has. You don't see a ton of contact from the second baseman. He's had 2 plays where that lower half has come under fire. He's probably wishing he was back behind the dish right now. A little less punishment back there, believe it or not.
Normally, if you're a baseball traditionalist, you're saying, okay, where's the backup there? But Cam Foster is so far over into the left side hole, there's no way that he could get over and try and back up Gray Betts on a throw. Ketchup with a drive out to deep left center field, going back to the track and the wall. Goodbye! A 2-run jack for Caleb Ketchup. And the Lipscomb Bisons opening this one up here in the 3rd inning against Liberty.
What did I say earlier, Bryce? He gets better with every at-bat. You can see it, the power resurgence for the sophomore. Man, this team is on fire right now. That one is middle cut. I mean, that's nothing for the shortstop right now. You're going to give him a hitter's count. He's going to rip that one all the way down. The power has exploded from this sophomore. This shortstop has become a 5-tool player already with 3 times he's reached base, and, of course, the dinger to already cap off what's been an incredible day.
His 15th home run of the year. RBIs number 40 and 41. As Vergara hacks at the first one, comes up empty on a breaking ball. Ketchup's average at 256 coming into play today. He'll add a couple points to that after the home run. But you don't really worry so much about the average with him. The production numbers are just fantastic. And then factor in what he does with the glove. You have to wonder, you know, as a sophomore, how long he might stick around. Because there's certainly some pro scouts and cross-checkers that are going to be at this ASUN championship looking at him and thinking, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. You see that every single year.
Hot shot to the left side. One hop snare by Foster. Long throw across the diamond. Pulls the runner. And it's a error on Foster throwing that pulled Horton off the bag. I didn't think Horton necessarily had to jump for that. You think it was a little bit high. I'd like to get another look there. He might have been able to hold the bag. When he jumped up, he actually fielded it closer to the letters.
Yeah, let's see as Foster delivers.
No, he does.
Little high. I think he probably had to jump up to make sure that one didn't go clear into the dugout. Really what we haven't seen is not a whole lot of comfort from Foster over there at short. Doesn't look like he's playing the natural hop, and the sidearm action, again, just goes a little bit high. A game of inches, and what could have been a routine out. Now 2 errors for Liberty in the center.
Lundgren takes a strike. Had an RBI ground out in the second, walked in the first. Vergara at first base. He's been aboard twice. Takes off. Fastball is a strike throw down. They've got him dead to rights. Foster applies the tag, and that is out number 3. But 3 more runs on the board for the Lipscomb Bisons, including